Okay, in the previous videos, we showed you how to see Smart Learning Suite as a student. We also showed you how to build Smart Learning Suite activities as a teacher. In this video, we will show you where you could go to find teacher-ready made lessons through the Smart Learning Suite lesson library. To do so, you will go to any of your web browsers and type in content.smarttech.com in the URL area. So here we are at Smart Exchange, the lesson library, and I could start searching for specific lessons based off my content area, and I would do that here. I could also filter by grade level and subject area to help get rid of some of those lessons that we do not want. As well, I could scroll down and kind of look at some of the recent activities that other teachers have uploaded to their site. For this activity, I am going to pick the base 10 blocks template here. So when I click on it, I have two options. I could save it to my Smart Learning Suite online folder that I built in Google Drive, or I could download it and send it to Smart Notebook on my computer. Let me explain how the bottom one would work. Over here, I could kind of see all the templates and the pages that have been built for this lesson. On this very first one, it looks like the teacher has put in an example of 137, and that they will build that number. If for some reason I don't want that 137 and I need that to be, say, 14, I would want to download this lesson and open it in Smart Notebook and change that text. If I'm okay with 137 and don't need to change that, then I'll go the top route of just saving it to my Google Drive and opening it there. And that will be the same for any of these other pages. If I need to change the text, I do need to go the route of downloading it and open it in my Smart Exchange. So for this example, I'm going to be okay with using these numbers that the teacher has provided. Now remember, once again, if I do want to change those numbers, I'm going to have to go the download route and open this lesson in my Smart Notebook program so I could edit these two numbers. So for today, I'm just going to go the route of save to Smart Learning Suite online. As you could tell, as soon as I do that, it starts putting it in your Google Drive. You'll see that here in a couple seconds. So once it does this, you will find this and any other lesson you ever download from their site in the Smart Learning Suite folder that's built inside your Google Drive. Now that my lesson is downloaded and is shared to my Smart Learning Suite folder, I have the option to start that lesson or go to my Google Drive. I'm going to start the lesson. So here I could see all the multiple slides that the teacher had created, and I could do that over here on the left side. Here are all the slides. And this is slide number 1. Right now it is an individual activity where students wouldn't be able to manipulate any of these items until I assign it as that activity. Before I push this to students, I do want to go in there and do a couple different things on the editing side. So I'm going to go over here to the 3 lines, click on that, and click on Edit Lesson. Here you'll see all those slides again. And one thing that we do see now at the bottom says Convert to Activity. So this first one right now is just view only. I as a teacher can manipulate these blocks, but students wouldn't be able to do anything on their side. What I do want to do is click on Convert to Activity, and my options are to make this page an individual handout activity or to make this a collaborative workspace activity. Basically, that means this top one where every student that's logged on to my Smart Learning Suite class would have this as their own individual activity. The second one, I would have students grouped and they would work on it together. For this sake, I'm going to leave the first one as it is because we're going to work on it together, whole group where I'll model how to build 137. On the second one, I may want the students to work on it individually, so I will go ahead and convert this one to the first choice that says make this page an individual handout activity. So when I click on that, you notice that it looks different on the left, plus it tells you here that you've made a handout and you can preview it. So when I click on preview, this is what students will get. They will be able to draw over with any of the drawing tools and erase, and they'll also be able to add text. Okay, after I've previewed it and I'm okay with it, I go to the top right and click on the X, and I need to decide what I want to do with the rest of the slides. Once again, this is still only in view only, so since it's a free exploration page, I do want students to work somehow on the page. I'm going to go ahead and convert this into an individual handout activity once again. So when I click on that, I get to see that students will be able to manipulate all these manipulatives and move them around and build a number, and they could use their drawing tool to write the number that they built. And I'll continue to do the same with all the other slides that have been built in. So I may model this one whole group, and then I may decide that, okay, this one I want to do where the students work as a group. So I'm going to convert this activity. This time I will make this page a collaborative workspace activity. Once again, I get a preview. Notice that now it says workspace, and the template on the side, or the slide, looks a little different from the previous ones that we built. When I preview it, once again, it looks like the other ones, but just know that whenever your students get to this slide, they will be grouped into groups of either 3 or 4, just depends on how many students you have in that class, and they will each be able to work on this together. You will continue to do this for the rest of the slides and build them into the type of activity that you want. At any point, you can add a different activity at the bottom, and that could be one of the activities that we've shown you before. It could be a super sort or one of those activities, the game-based activities, or I could do an assessment where I want to see how the class is doing on a multiple choice type of test. For this purpose, I am finished here. What I want to do is go ahead and click at the top where it says Finish Editing. And now, when I move to those slides that I built, you can see that now they're either a handout or a workspace. And when students join my class, they will be able to do anything that I've asked them to do on those slides.